I believe every personal brand needs at least 3 specific products. And in this video, I'm going to break down which 3 they are. But the reason why you need 3 is because you want to be able to serve your customers, your audience, everybody, no matter where they are in their journey. Whether they're a beginner or they're advanced, you want to make sure that you can serve them with your products and services. And truthfully, it doesn't matter whether somebody else has it or not, because they may want to work with you. They may like you and your personality. They may like your teaching style. They may like your content style. They may even like your presentation. There are many reasons why somebody would choose to work with you over somebody else. So today we're going to talk about how to build out the products and which 3 I believe you should focus on first. What's up, people? I'm Coach Chris, host of the Personal Branding Playbook. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, to the podcast, link down below. Now, today I want to get into product development. I think this is where you should start first with your brand, because depending on the products you have and what you've created and what you want to sell, that leads into how you market yourself and who you market to, even what social platform you're using, the marketing strategies you execute. Right? Everything starts with that part first. And I hate when people try to act like the money part is more important. Like, you could say it is, but is it really? Because you have to start off with the money. You got to start there. If you don't start off there, you don't have clarity on the money part, the other stuff doesn't really make sense. Like, let's say you put together a course or something, right? The course is $1,500. If you have a course and your marketing platform you've already decided you're going to use is Snapchat, you're probably not going to sell a lot of courses, because people that use Snapchat are usually young teenagers and kids and stuff that don't buy courses like that. So you're not going to sell a lot of your courses. That's just the truth. You have to figure out your game plan first and then do all the extra stuff. Like, it sounds great to have a ton of followers on Instagram or likes on Facebook, but if that's not where your ideal customers are, if that's not where your audience is you want to connect with, it's pretty much a waste of time. So the first product your brand has to have, is non-negotiable, is the ebook. The ebook is very important because it introduces people to your brand. And an ebook is different from a hard copy book. Like, we're not trying to write some New York Times bestseller. That's not the strategy here, not the goal. Because for a book like that, it's going to take a lot more money, a lot more effort, and a lot more time, which honestly I know a lot of people don't have. You want to build this brand, start making money and stuff. If you're writing a New York Times bestseller, it's going to take you maybe 2 years. It's take a lot of time, a lot of work, and a lot of connections too. Now, I'm also not talking about an Amazon bestseller. That's not the goal either, because most of the people that become Amazon bestsellers, they kind of scam their way to it. I did a video on that. I'll put it up here. The kind of book I'm talking about is a book that really serves your customers, that really gets them to a clear-cut solution that solves a problem, right? Because that's what people really want. They really want solutions to their problem. It doesn't matter if you take 30 pages. It doesn't matter if you take 300 pages. If you solve their problems, people will love you for it. That's the value. You need to focus on writing an ebook that is valuable to your audience. It's going to help them get to a clear solution. And I mean a big overall solution. For example, one type of ebook I could personally write is one on podcasting, how to launch your show, how to go from idea to launch to profitability or something like that. Very simple ebook. You could also have one on living a healthy lifestyle, right? How do you start working out better? How do you start eating better? And all of those things. You put it all into one book, because the whole big picture is I want to live a healthier lifestyle. So what comes with that? Maybe changing my mindset, my perspective on working out, learn how to grocery shop, a little bit of cooking, and then obviously working out. You know, you put those 3 different sections in a book, and that's perfect. The ebook is the best thing to start with. It sets the foundation for your brand. Like, if I don't know who you are, the best way for me to get to know who you are and how you can help me is your ebook. And this is also the easiest thing to sell, because it's not the most expensive thing. And people that have a problem selling should really start off selling something like this, because it's valuable to you. So you don't have this mindset of, oh, I'm trying to scam somebody. And then it's valuable to the customer because it's clear they're getting a book in return for their money. They're getting a book, something people are used to paying for. If you're afraid of jumping straight to selling courses and high ticket programs, it's not for you. Now, the second kind of product every personal brand should have is a masterclass. I personally love masterclasses because they really put your expertise on display. If you're an expert about losing weight, maybe belly fat specifically, now you can create a masterclass on how to lose belly fat. Now you become the thought leader in that space for that very specific topic. For me personally, my main expertise is podcast monetization. Multiple ways to do it, all kind of strategies. I've done all of them. So I can create a masterclass on that strategy. When I go speak at events, that's honestly what I do all the time. I pick one particular topic and strategy and I dive deep on that thing. That's what a masterclass is. Now, what makes masterclasses even better is that book you wrote, the ebook, right? That's what you started with. You can create a masterclass for each of those 3 topics that I talked about. Well, 3 to 5 if you want to kind of keep it aligned. So let's stick with the fitness example, the mindset shift and perspective on working out and eating healthier and all that stuff. Then the actual working out and the cooking. You can have a masterclass on all 3 of those different things. And that same person that bought the ebook will probably buy all 3 masterclasses. You see how everything really works together? That's the goal of your brand, is to have it to where everything works together and one thing complements the next. Because now every person that buys from you, they can buy the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. They can be a lifelong customer. This increases your LTV, lifetime value of your customers, to an astronomical level because you're actually providing them solutions. You're helping them get to real results. And just to be clear, a masterclass is not a course. I want to be very clear. A masterclass can be 1 session, or I would say at the most 3 sessions that are no longer than an hour. Masterclasses and mini courses can be the same, but for me, I like to either keep it where it's 1 long session, about 45 minutes to an hour, maybe 2 or 3 that are 30 minutes each. But I don't like to go past 2 hours of content for a masterclass because then it becomes a course and that just can be too much. And also what makes a masterclass good, again, you stick to that one topic. So you may have 8 steps to get to that one result. That's how you put the masterclass together. It's only focusing on one result. Throughout a course, I'm going to teach you multiple results, right? I'm going to get you to multiple results, multiple outcomes, maybe small ones and then the big one. But with a masterclass, it's just one big one. That's the difference. And prioritize the most pressing issue your audience faces. Find a problem that they're struggling with the most. That's what masterclass is going to be profitable. If I said, I'm going to create a masterclass on how to launch a podcast, it probably wouldn't work because there are a ton of free courses and free content out there on how to launch your show. But the masterclass on monetizing your podcast is profitable because 95% of podcasters don't make any money. Therefore, it's a huge pain point for the entire market. Like, everybody's facing this problem. So you see how you find a problem that people really have and then you solve it with the masterclass. Now, this last one, I'm going to be honest, I don't even personally have a lot of experience here. I'm not going to lie to you, but I've been working in it for about 1.5 years now. And I can tell you it already is very promising. The last product you need is a SaaS product. If you don't know what that is, it's software as a service. Think of your email marketing tool, MailChimp or something like that. Some company that just sold for a couple $1 billion. SaaS products are great because you are providing somebody with a service without you being there. It's that simple. They're getting a service with a specific outcome with you not even being present. That's amazing. So take the podcast hosting platforms that we all argue and fight about consistently. Their service is helping you host your podcast. Now, they don't have to sit there all day and make sure it works. They don't have to be holding your hand through the whole process and do everything for you. They have the software doing it for you. That's why the software is the service. I used to think it was hard to get into software because I wanted to do it for so long, but I don't know how to code or none of that. So I was struggling trying to figure out how to get into it. Then I realized that you got to just look at what works, number one. And then number two, take the courses and all the products you put together and then turn that into the software. The way Castosity came together is me literally thinking, what do I do with my podcast consistently that I don't want to have to do every single day, every time? What can be automated? What can be cut short? Really breaking it down that way. That made the software just kind of come out. If you don't have anything like that, anything really unique, I still believe you can create a basic CRM. You can create a project management tool. And the key with this is what I'm learning. This is, again, I'm not talking like I have 10 years experience in this. Like, my experience in podcasting is here and software is like right here. Like, it's not even comparable at this point. But what I'm saying that works is when people take tools that are already working, make literally a carbon copy of the same thing and then sell it to a different market. What I mean by that is there are a ton of podcast hosting platforms. It's not just 1 or 2. It's literally maybe 50 now. It's ridiculous. I remember when it first started, it was a couple and they weren't all that good. Now we have a ton of them. So there's really not a lot of market saturation in anything right now. I'm telling you that. If MailChimp can be sold for like $12 billion, you can sell pretty much anything. I guarantee you that. Because anybody that's in the online marketing world will tell you MailChimp is like at the bottom tier when it comes to the CRMs. I'm just saying. So, and no shouting, no attack on MailChimp and none of that, no hate and nothing. I'm just saying, if you create something that's basic, but something that people will use and you market it towards a different audience, you'll be successful. And what really will help you is using your ebook and your masterclasses to lead to the software. What I mean by that is when you have the software, for example, you sell a bundle deal. Oh, when you buy this masterclass for $100, you get a month using the software for free. What that does is it gets you more users on your platform. The masterclass can literally help them get to the result that they want. I'll give you an example. Let's say you are a sales expert. You're a sales coach. If you're a sales expert, you should have a masterclass on sales and how to get over the fear of selling. Boom, that's a perfect example, right? Then you have a CRM tool where you help coaches, experts, all of these people sell. Now think about how you tie those together. The same person that buys your masterclass or your sales process ebook or whatever, you now get them on your software. So everything is tied together. That's really the whole point of this video is when you're creating these products, even thinking about them, you're trying to outline things, put it together. You align everything together. I've been recording podcast content for 5 years now. And specifically, I mean educational content for podcasters. The great thing about that is I can now give that content away for free to get people as users on Castosity. So all that work I did over the years isn't a waste. If anything, I just learn more, talk to more podcasters, is going to help the software be even better. But you use all those things before to get to the software because I'm going to be honest with you, that's the end goal for me is the software. To set up a SaaS product. I'm working on one right now in the personal branding space. Like that's the strategy is to go from the ebook and then masterclass course and then the software, because the software is where you start making money on autopilot. You can just get people in the machine, take a step back, and it's going to keep working. So try to outline, and before you even outline anything, the first thing you should do is find 3 pressing issues, 3 big problems your market is facing. Start with that. Get 3 problems. And if you don't know any, do some Googling, go to some people and talk to them, do all of that, do the research, because that's really setting a foundation. And once you have that, it's going to be really, really easy going forward. I guarantee it.